The first one is really such a fundamental one for projects, and that is single point accountability. You have to give not only the project leader, but his key reports single accountability for delivery of their particular part of the project. The minute you spread that accountability through a number of people, you divert attention and it doesn't work. So that single point accountability should also continue through the duration of the project as well. The minute you change a project manager or director, you set that project back, or key reports. So you have to have that continuity of key people. You've also got to have the right people in the project. It's pointless having people who've very little experience in projects or actually don't know what the deliverables are. And so you need to get those people involved in it. A key one, which has really been well established both statistically and practically, is the concept of front-end loading. The concept says that the more you study a project in the right areas, the better you're going to deliver that project. If you cut corners on the project study, it's going to catch up with you when you build that project. The investment optimization as well, there are many ways of looking at how to optimize your investment. A lot of that's usually done in the feasibility study stage through value improvement practices or the like, but that is a critical stage for making sure that you've got the optimum investment. A well-studied project can retain the investment going forward, but a poorly studied project can never achieve the optimum investment, going back to the front-end loading. And then probably a key one is don't make changes. Late changes especially are killers for projects. So if you change let's say a major aspect like the processing method or part of the processing method late in the feasibility, it's a killer for projects. And one of the things that I really specialized in previous companies were independent reviews of those projects. It is so critical to have that independent review because one of the key things that comes into projects is bias. And bias can take hold of a project. By its very nature, a project should have people in it who want it to succeed, who are positive about it, who really do believe in that project. What that does tend to do on the downside is lead to a biased, rosy-tinted view of certain aspects of that project. An independent review picks those up and can bring that project back to where it should be if necessary. So those are my sort of 7 success factors. Some of them are more important in some projects than others, but if I were to point out one that I think is really the most important one in a project is those independent reviews.